Hello everyone, hope you're doing great today. So today I thought I would just give you a quick update from snowy Canada. Woo! And so yeah, I made it to Canada. I had mentioned in one of my videos that I'll be spending my winters in Canada doing something called house sitting, which I'm gonna be talking about more a little bit further. And journey here was quite something. From Italy I went to England because that's where I have my winter stuff in London. So I went to London, and then since I was in England I thought, why not going to see them and trying to pick up some sea glass over there. I have just arrived in a place you might have seen already once or twice. I am in Seaham. The tide is quite high, I'll show you. Whoa, super high. But over there it looks like I might be able to walk, because here it's just too high. I'm gonna collect sea glass today, and tomorrow I'm staying here overnight, and then I'm gonna shoot back off to London. It's just the last hunt before I leave Europe. So I'm really excited. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one. And then yeah, I went back to London, and then I had to go and pick up a document, my passport, in France. So from London I took 2-3 trains again to go and get my passport, and then I went back to Paris, from where I flew to Montreal. And then from Montreal I met up with Florent, and we went on this huge, the biggest road trip of my life, of a week, for 4,000 kilometers to where we are now, which is Alberta. So we crossed well, Quebec, Ontario, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, to finally arrive in Alberta. And Florent has a really cool truck with a camper on top, so we would sleep there, we would eat there. And let me tell you, like, I had maybe spent a few nights in Europe with Pam, where the temperature was like cold. To me, cold is like -2 is super cold, and here the temperatures in the truck went up to -17 inside the truck. So when you get up in the morning, everything is frozen. All the water is frozen. The wipes that we used to clean our face were all frozen. You know, everything that you leave, all the food is frozen. So like ginger and like onions, everything freezes because obviously it's so cold. And so I must tell you, it was quite amusing at first, and then frustrating after a bit, where you just like, I just want to drink some water and everything is just frozen. And yeah, it was an interesting week. As I mentioned before, we are doing house sitting, so we're doing 2 house sits for the winter. And if you don't know what house sitting is basically you look after a house, and most often also pets, of someone that's living for a certain period of time. So we were lucky enough to find house sits that were quite long term, and they were worth, you know, the journey to here. And so far I am personally loving it. The first house sitting family were absolutely lovely. We couldn't have asked for a better house sit situation. And we have to pet sit a dog, and she's absolutely lovely. We're both so in love with her. We love her so much. She's just so sweet and good, well behaved. Like, I thought Audie was a well behaved dog, and he was, but she is so well behaved. Other than food, she does steal a lot of food, but she's just so sweet. And I think it's very healing as well to spend some time with a, you know, with a good, gentle and kind dog. I don't think I'll be vlogging much for this house sit, during this house sit, just because I didn't feel comfortable taking videos of, you know, somebody else's house. They didn't ask to be online, so I think it's fair if I limit my videoing to when I'm outside. But I was thinking to do more topic related videos, so instead of doing a vlog style, doing more, yeah, videos on specific topics. And so let me know if you have any requests or anything, because I'm a bit, as you might have seen, I took a pause from YouTube for a few weeks, a month I think, and it's not that I wanted to, but I just didn't feel like it. There was a lot of things happening, a lot of traveling, a lot of readjusting, and as well when you are with another person, I personally find it difficult to vlog because I want to spend time with that person. I don't want a camera to be in between, and also I don't feel comfortable just vlogging to a camera when there's somebody else in the picture. So yeah, I'm just looking where Google is. Google! Here she comes. Hi, sweetie! Hi! Did you go chase squirrels? Yeah, let's go! So apparently in this park where we walk, Google the poodle, there's coyotes. In summer there were lots of bears, there's moose, and how do you say that? How do you say that? Deers, that's the word I was looking for. So you can see a lot of trails on the snow. And regarding the snow, it hasn't been snowing as much so far, but since I'm gonna be staying here from March until March, I think I'm gonna be seeing a lot of snow, a lot of snow. And in terms of temperatures, the lowest it's been here was about -28, which is crazy, but when you get into that kind of cold, something weird happens where you don't feel that cold. Like, to me, -28 feels like 0. I don't know, it doesn't really feel that much colder, but you see the cold in you. Like, you see your eyelashes freezing, your hair freezing, which is pretty cool to see. And the lake freeze, so we are next to a lake and the lake is all frozen. But yeah, it doesn't feel that cold. I know it's weird, and obviously I'm well dressed. I have some snowshoes and a good jacket that I bought especially for Canada. And yes, this is fake fur, don't worry about it, I would never buy fur. But yeah, it's not as bad as I thought. So I think I just saw a coyote over there. So we are slowly backing off. I'm not too sure it was a coyote, but from the far it looked like a sitting dog looking at us. So yeah, going back to the truck. And it's kind of weird for a little European girl to be just walking around knowing that there's like coyote, and I mean, bears are sleeping now, but can you imagine you just walking with your dog and there's a bear crossing the path? It still blows my mind. And it's beautiful in a sense, because those are predators that once were pretty much everywhere, and now we wipe them off, and here in Canada there still are, although they do obviously cause problems for other things. But it's good to be scared of other animals. We forget that we're not the only ones on this earth. Anyhow, going back home, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.